Hillory House squats on top of Hillory Hill and protrudes from the flat horizon behind the old cemetery like a festering boil. The Hillorys have occupied that ancient monstrosity for as long as anyone can recall. Many years ago, Hillory House was the center of town, but now it stands alone on the outskirts in foreboding exile. The people who lived on the hill fled after every family lost a loved one to the mysterious creatures who prowled the night. Only the Hillorys suffered no loss and remained. But to this day, there is no peace on the hill, and the father, mother, and son living there are known throughout the length and breadth of the land as the horror of Hillory Hill. And to this day, those who dare venture out alone in the vicinity of Hillory House after midnight are few, and those few pay for their folly with their lives.
Great heavens! It's the horror of Hillory Hill! Help!
The black shroud of night censors the grisly night, and only the victim's scream ripping from his throat are evidence of the horror the veil of darkness conceals. But when the fingers of early morning come poking through the canopy of leaves, they find the appalling evidence, and soon the entire countryside knows that another townsman has become the victim of the horror of Hillory Hill.
It's Jed Novak, the cemetery watchman! But don't look! It's an awful sight!
That means one of those creatures who prowl the night did it. How much longer are we going to stand for this slaughter?
Until we find out who's responsible for these atrocities, we have no proof the Hillorys are the ones.
No proof? Isn't Jed Novak's body proof enough? And last week it was Mary Ford. Tomorrow it will be you or me.
Tom's right.
Of course I am right. And I say get your torches, and we will all go up to Hillory Hill and burn down that rotten demon's nest.
The sun is high when the villagers begin their siege of Hillory Hill. They scream and yell. Their torches pimple the hill with a rush of flaming boils. Their cry rolls over the countryside like thunder spawned in Hades. Inside the monstrous mansion, the master of Hillory House and his wife and son watch with great concern as the angry sea of humanity and fire overflows the top of Hillory Hill.
It's the villagers! Felix! Do something! They are coming to get us!
But why? What have we done?
One of you Hillorys murdered Jed Novak last night. You are all going to pay for it by burning alive.
No. Wait. You are wrong. We are not guilty. My son and I were miles away last night. In the city. We can prove it.
But your wife, she was here.
My wife is an invalid. You all know she cannot walk.
Don't listen to his alibis. Throw your torches.
A volley of flaming stood explode from the vengeful mob and slam against the rotting slabs of Hillory House.
It's starting to burn. At last we will be rid of the horror of Hillory Hill. At last there will be peace on Hillory Hill.
But suddenly the heavens darken as if the sun had been snatched from the sky. Lightning stabs through the darkness and claps of thunder appall the scene below. Then the earth is drenched by torrents of rain. Is this coincidence, or is it the work of the Hillorys?
This proves that the Hillorys are in league with the demons. They have turned day into night.
They have summoned the ring to put out the fire. They are demons. Run! Run for your life!
Terror disperses the mob and they cascade down the hillside like a human avalanche. Inside Hillory House, the master gives thanks.
If it wasn't for that cloudburst, Hillory House would be a pillar of flame now.
We can't always depend on luck to save us. Father, there is a horror on Hillory Hill. That killing last night proves that. You or I could not have done it, Dad. We were together.
And I am a helpless invalid. So it can't be any of us, but it could be any one of the villagers.
Accusations are hurled back and forth between the Hillorys and the villagers, but words cannot and do not stop the brutal attacks. Death stalks the darkness unseen, until one night the master of Hillory, while returning from a midnight stroll, is summoned to be a witness by a blood-freezing shriek.
Great Scott! Someone is in danger. The cry came from the cemetery. I must help. It's a viper. The horror of Hillory Hill attacking a villager. Only a silver bullet or wooden stake can kill a vampire. I haven't my gun, but I can cut one of these branches with my knife and make it into a stake.
Working quickly, Felix fashions a stake and prepares to attack the vampire.
Yes, this will do it. The point is as sharp as a Prussian saber.
But shock and amazement root the master of Hillory House to the spot as the moon suddenly splatters the night. Felix's eyes bulge at the sight revealed to him.
Great heavens, the vampire is Martha, my wife.
Felix Hillory forces himself away and flees from the awful scene. He staggers into Hillory House and relates what he just saw to his son.
No. It can't be. It can't be.
But with my own eyes I saw it, Cow. Her fangs sinking into his throat, his blood and, wow.
Stop. Stop it. It could not be her. She cannot walk.
That is what I always believed too. But look, here is her empty wheelchair. And look, here she comes. She can't walk, but she can fly. Because she is a vampire. Quick, let's hide.
From their hiding place, father and son watch a Martha Hillory glide into the room. They see her standing her ugly guise of a vicious vampire. And then quickly as an uttered curse, she transforms herself into a kindly, helpless invalid.
Give me that wooden stake. She is the one, the horror of Hillory Hill. I will kill her, the blasted vampire.
Carl, Felix, you know that
The words end in a gurgle as Carl lunges with the wooden spear. The plunge is followed by an inhuman shriek, which scatters through the halls of Hillory House.
Now she will kill no more. The horror of Hillory Hill is destroyed.
Only the bloated rats of Hillory House are witnesses to the funeral of the vampire in the damp cellar of the Hillory monstrosity.
If we dig any deeper, we will be knocking on the gates of Hades.
It is what she deserves. But true, son, the grave is deep enough, and I am weary.
Without a casket, she will rot to oblivion in a month. Then we will be sure she won't prowl the earth again preying on the villagers.
But the following night, the master of Hillory House is awakened by sounds of digging in the cellar.
The noise is coming from the cellar. Could it be her crawling out of the grave we dug for her? Or perhaps it's some of the villagers breaking in. I better get my gun and awaken Carl too. And strange, Carl is not in his room. Could that be him in the cellar? But what would he be doing there?
Fear and puzzlement accompany Felix Hillory into the dismal pit below Hillory House.
It is Carl digging, and there is a body on the floor, a villager's body. Carl, what is the meaning of this?
Carl turns, and without speaking a word, his father's question is answered.
Great Scott, you are a zombie. You have been killing the villagers too, but no more. No more.
The bullets rip through the zombie's rotting flesh, and he laughs at his father.
Ah, you fool. No earthly weapon or being can harm a zombie. Only those of the supernatural world can compete with me. Like the vampire did for the bodies of the villagers. That is why I drove a stake into her.
That is why I am going to destroy you.
The zombie's laughter is chopped by shock and terror as he sees his father make an amazing transformation.
Yes, my son. I am a werewolf.
Ow!
The ancient rafters of Hillory House shake with the fury of the battle between zombie and werewolf. As they claw and tear at each other in a death struggle, they wage their war of hate all through the night, and so intense is their lust to destroy each other that they forgot that the rays of the sun were death to creatures who prowl the night.
Oh, the sun. It is destroying me.
And it's too late to change into a human, Arv.
The two bodies drop to the earthen floor and lie still. Now at last, there is peace on Hillory Hill. The end.
A zombie, a vampire, and a werewolf walked into a bar and subscribed, commented and liked this video. Why didn't you?
Yeah, Tom is right. Why didn't you?